certainly associated with tooth clenching. The masseter muscle, I believe it's something like 70 pounds per square inch of pressure. Hello, my name is Simeon Neil Asher, and welcome to the Trigger Point of the Week tutorial. So today what we're going to do is explore some trigger point symptoms, and in the software we can come to face and we could come to symptoms, and we are going to look for grinding of the teeth. So tooth grinding or bruxism is a real issue. The main symptom really can be jaw pain, but a lot of people grind their teeth at night due to stress. So stress, there's something about clenching our teeth that increases our kind of gain in the nervous system. When we're about to run, fear, flight, when we're about to punch someone, what do is we grind or clench our teeth. And this action actually kind of increases the gain in the nervous system. Of course, you'll remember that when we're taking reflexes, when you ask someone to clench their teeth, you sometimes get a more pronounced reflex when you're taking the reflexes. So tooth grinding or clenching is a kind of physiological reaction. But what we're going to do is look at some of the muscles associated with that, because trigger points develop for a range of reasons, and overuse of eccentric overload is one of them, and grinding the teeth at night, especially at night when we should be resting, is one. So as you can see here, there are three muscles, and yeah, you can spot the elephant in the room here, Soleus. So we'll probably start with that. The three muscles that can refer pain to the jaw, especially in the kind of sort of TMJD sort of area, the grinding, are the digastrics, the masseter, and the soleus. Of course, there are other trigger points that sort of can present as jaw pain, but these tend to be the three that we're going to look at here. So let's start with soleus. Now, soleus, as we know, is a leg muscle. It's the deep muscle of the posterior compartment of the calf. It sits beneath the gastrocnemius, and as we know, it's a plantar flexor of the foot. But actually, there is a pain map for soleus in the jaw, and that's one of the reasons we might look at for sort of pain from clenching. Actually might sometimes be worth looking at the trigger points in the soleus. So that's a very interesting one, I think. Of course, masseter is a classic. The masseter muscle, strong muscle. We've covered it in another video if you want to check on our ever increasing library of videos. Superficial and deep fibers, certainly associated with tooth clenching. The masseter muscle, I believe it's something like 70 pounds per square inch of pressure that we can exert through that muscle. Flat muscle, there are usually 4 trigger points, that 2 upper, 2 lower, and we can access them actually inside the cheek. We can go internally and work them there. That can be quite a useful technique to do. So again, masseter, soleus, and finally the digastric. So of course we have 2 digastric, anterior, posterior. Digastric muscle is a long muscle that comes beneath the jaw, and definitely associated with tooth grinding at night or bruxism. So these are the 3 muscles that we would suggest that you could explore if someone's tooth grinding. Of course, there are some other secondary muscles that are worth looking at. There's the pterygoids, not so much associated with grinding, but certainly translation of the jaw if there's a kind of backwards forwards motion. Now, without wanting to sound controversial, because there's a lot of different views on this, sometimes we find it useful to have some kind of night splint. Now, we work with a lot of dentists, and there are different views. There are the occlusal splints, which just splint through the front to the very unobtrusive the front teeth here. There's the soft bite plates, that's the harder bite plates. Look, again, this is a whole area. It's probably worth you doing your own research and looking at your own records, but certainly all of them have different merits, and there are different schools of thought behind them all. So the NTIs, the soft bite plates, but what's certainly true is for a range of conditions, the grinding, the bruxism makes things worse. Headaches, Also, classically as an osteopath, we see what we call a first rib lesion or thoracic outlet syndrome, first rib, where someone's lying on their, lying face down, head to the side, usually possibly long wet hair, they air conditioning sometimes, they're sleeping and then they're grinding. And of course, at night it's the time that we're supposed to be relaxing and we're supposed to let the muscles sort of let go, but the grinding happens, and that can lead to a spastic torticollis or a wry neck, or what we call a first rib syndrome in osteopathy. So there we are, tooth grinding, trigger point of the week, and I hope you found that interesting. Please feel free to like us, like the video, follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We've got an ever-increasing library of content. We're absolutely delighted to share it with you. It's really exciting being part of this community. And thanks for all of your wonderful feedback on the videos. If there's anything that you would like specifically, please let us know. We're happy to do that for you. So thanks for watching. Thank you.